This year, the Toronto Central Community Services Department is focused on engaging with the community, growing partnerships, making a practical and memorable impact, and reaching those in the community who are usually forgotten, such as the disabled and shut-ins. Today, we will hear from Sister Judith Brown, Director of the Toronto Central Community Services Department, and a local resident on how this program has been of value. So, Sister Judith, tell us how you met Bill and how has the program been helping people like Bill so far?
I met Bill back in November of 2018, shortly after we kicked off the Charity Bread Ministry. When the first time I came to the building, actually got introduced to him by a neighbor who knew that he was shut in and not able to go out himself to get help, even if he knew help was available in terms of food.
Okay, and Bill, tell us, how has the program been helping you so far?
Well, it's good for me because, like she says, I used to go out, and now I'm sort of shut in. I can't go anywhere. So any help that I can get, for food, for bread, they bring bread. It's just nice to have visits too, because 4 walls after a while get a little bit much. So they help out with stopping by and with the food and the bread and the food bank, stuff like that. Because usually you have to go to the food bank, so these guys are nice enough to deliver it and bring it to my house. So that's good.
Okay, and I can imagine that being a shut-in, sometimes you do get a little lonely, so it's
Yes.
probably good that you have someone come in
Yeah,
and you have a
yeah,
little conversation
yeah.
going. So
Yeah.
I guess that's also one of the benefits, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's just knowing that I can, she calls me, I call her, I text her, she texts me, she asks me about what I want in the food bank, stuff like that. Because some things I shouldn't have, that she takes out of the box, which is grateful because my willpower when it comes to stuff like that. No. So.
Okay, so I'm guessing that the team is also very, very active and proactive in, preparing healthy stuff to take into the shut-ins as well.
Yeah, maybe quick comment I can add there. The food bank has been there forever, and they're there to help people like Bill. Where it gets tricky sometimes is they will do their best and put stuff together. Us coming in here and meeting with Bill and other people in the building, getting to know them, their likes, dislikes, stuff like that, it's helpful for the food bank. It saves the food bank time. So what we have is like a 3-way partnership. That's very different from, getting a flyer that the food bank's up the road, and if you want anything, show up and sign up. So we've come into the building and met people, and just from getting to know them, sometimes even advocated for them to get them put on the list for the food bank. And so this program is actually part of a pilot program initiated by Toronto Central Community Services Department, which it's been very valuable, and I hope it will go on for a long time.
Well, that is wonderful, and I know that sometimes people who are disabled, they might come into a bit of runaround where it comes to even dealing with things from the government end and so forth.
Yeah,
so,
dealing with the government is a full-time job almost, because for me, I'm pretty good with my mind and getting things done. I'm really proactive for myself. If I wouldn't get like a new bed, I wouldn't get stuff like that. Because the government, the one thing about being on disability is the government won't tell you what you're entitled to. Most of the stuff I've learned on disability and stuff is through people's voice. Like, oh, you can get this, or you can get this. But the government won't tell you that you're entitled to this.
Okay, so I guess it's good that someone like Judith can come in and do things like advocating for people like yourself. Yeah. And on that note, Sister Judith, just tell us, just kind of give us a final word on how this program helps disabled people in general.
The program is helpful because what it does is it's allowing us to go outside our comfort zone, outside our home base to church. It's allowing us to fulfill what we consider to be our mission as Christian people. And I think one of the biggest lessons that I've been learning is people are people, and we're people first, and we need to just understand the needs and help meet the needs. And it doesn't matter that we believe differently. We can still support each other, and I think that's what I've built with Bill. Just a friendship where we can communicate off and on through the week, not only on Saturday or Sunday, because we're people.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people, when you're on disability, the food bank tries to help like stuff like that, and but everybody sort of the government puts everybody all in one big basket. So rather than dealing with one person problems and another person problems, everybody that's in one thing. So that's the problem with most of the agencies that the government deals with, is everybody's in the same. And it's not that great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on CPP disability, and I should be on ODSP, but because I worked all my life, I'm on CPP disability, and I don't get half of the benefits that I should. So I've gotten, for working for all my life, I've gotten,
Half
of what I
get.
should get, which is not fair. But it's in disability, it's a fight between both governments,
Yeah.
provincial and federal.
Yeah.
Well, on a final note, I think that's where the Toronto Central Community Service comes in, to fill the gap
Yeah.
between disabled
Yeah.
local people like yourself and where the government might not be able to fill.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
so
Because Judith's organization does a lot for not just me in the building, it does a lot for other people in the building. And maybe people that aren't as, can write or think of stuff and stuff. I'm very proactive, so if I weren't, I feel sorry for people that aren't, because you can get bogged down.
Yeah.
Easily bogged down in all the government paperwork and stuff like that. So you need somebody like Judith and their organization, because half of these people wouldn't get what they get without it, because they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Me, it's just I keep pushing
Yeah.
and pushing.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, I wouldn't get in.
That's right.
So
okay. Well, thank you for sharing.
you're welcome.
And thank you for allowing us to come in today and get your story so that we can also share with others for them to understand how this program has been of benefit to people like yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks.
It's been my pleasure, Bill. Thank you.
The Toronto Central Community Services Department has become a voice to the voiceless and continues to strive to make lives better through continued community partnerships.